Now, by my hand shall die a villain. Looks good, doesn't it? Let's get straight into it, shall we? At last, Marvel answers those who have claimed the Avengers never wage a fight to the finish. Please read this masterwork slowly. You will treasure it for years. By the authority invested in me as month's acting chairman, I declare our meeting to be adjourned, featuring one of the greatest arrays of guest villains ever assembled in one magazine. Let's get straight into it, shall we, guys? Okay, High Pockets, how about coming down to earth and taking your little partner out to dinner? Best offer I've had all day, pretty girl. Then, as soon as Giant Man and the Wasp reaches the secluded east wing of the Avengers headquarters building, do you want to go into the other room and change like I did, Jan? I'm too hungry, Hank. Just toss my coat over my shoulders. No one will suspect I'm in costume. Only my legs are showing now, and with the kooky stockings gals wear today, I'll look right in the height of fashion. You know what I like best about you, honey? You're an absolute nut. Meanwhile, the cloaked thunder god leaves in his own manner. I have reached this alley unseen. Now it will be safe for me to assume my mortal identity once more. No, you're observing the exact second that Thor's hammer strikes the ground, just as his change back to Dr. Don Blake is about to begin. And the passer-by outside are too busy with their own pursuits to notice a slim, lame man leaving the alley. Who can blame them for preferring to look at a pretty girl rather than a man with a gnarled walking stick? But of all the mighty Avengers, only one Captain America has no reason to hide his true identity from the others. Thus, after the meeting, pretty clever of you keeping your shield in a large artist's portfolio, Cap. Well, Rick, I'd feel mighty conspicuous walking down the street with it on my arm, especially while you're wearing that Ivy League suit, Steve. Long. I want to stay behind and make sure all our electronic equipment is functioning properly. Strange how our Iron Man is always last to leave. Well, I guess it's none of my business. Okay, Avenger, keep your transistors dry. But the reason why the Golden Avenger chooses to remain behind is soon made very clear to us. I was afraid they'd never leave. It's time for me to recharge my life-saving chest device. But I could hardly do it in view of the others, thus revealing myself as Tony Stark, the man from whom Iron Man borrows this mansion for their meetings. It's certainly a pleasure to have things nice and peaceful for a change. However, the handsome millionaire might be far less relaxed if he could witness a scene which is now taking place in the heart of the Amazon jungle. Too long have I remained here in hiding. The time has come for Zemo to strike back once again at the accursed Avengers. Little bearers, your monarch commands take me to my private airstrip. Go. This time I cannot fail. I shall attack them through their weakest link, and I shall try and show them no mercy, no surcease, until I have destroyed them completely. A short time later, you have your orders. Obey them. You know the penalty for failure. We shall not fail. We have rehearsed it too many times. Your plan is foolproof. Hail Zemo! Of all the murderous Nazi war criminals, only Zemo has managed to escape completely, but it's only a matter of time before the Avengers destroy him, or he destroys them. It's done. Nothing can stop my plan now. Soon I'll have my revenge on Captain America, on all of them, for the way they have hounded me all these months. Back in New York, a quiet hotel room, the valiant man whom the world knows as Captain America attempts to find the words to use in an important letter. Colonel Nick Fury, the Pentagon, Washington, D.C. Dear Colonel Fury, you won't remember me, but we met in combat during the war. I'm anxious to get back into harness again, and I've heard that you are engaged in important counter espionage, something for the army. I can't find the right way to say it. He'll think I'm some sort of crackpot, but I've got to find some full-time work for myself. I can't keep letting the Avengers foot my bills, and I'd rather be counter espionage than anything I can think of. All my life has been a training ground for such work. Finally, Steve Rogers decides to mail the letter, and as he drops it in the corner mailbox, he sees in that card the Enchantress and the Executioner. I'd know them anywhere. Their very presence is a threat to the city. I've got to follow them. Traffic's moving too fast. Can't grab their car, but I don't want to lose them. I can see where they're headed from up here. I'm in luck. The traffic's heavy up ahead. They had to slow down. Leaping from the lamppost as nimbly as the trained athlete he is, Steve Rogers races towards his quarry in his own inimitable manner. One slip and I'll be unhappy Avenger under the wheels of some car, but I'm not about to slip if I can help it. Uh-oh, they're picking up speed now. I've got to do the same if I don't want to lose them. What is it, Enchantress? Why do you turn to look behind you that way? My sorcerer's intuition warned me we're being followed, and I was right. I know not who our pursuer is, but he shall follow us no longer. One simple spell is all I require. Then before Steve Rogers can swing himself to the next lamppost, the cable snapped. It can only mean the Enchantress doing. I'll never catch them now. Later, in an imperially furnished private building in the heart of the city, I grow bored with this inaction. How much longer need we wait? Our waiting is over. See, the communicator is glowing right now. The time has come. My plan is in operation. You both remember what you are to do. Worry about yourself, Zemo. Immortals never forget. Then, the time has come at last for us to crush the Avengers. The fact that they've beaten us in the past purely by luck, of course, will make our triumph doubly sweet. But remember, we must not be overconfident. Remember, they are still the mightiest fighting team on Earth. But even while Zemo and the two outcasts from Asgard finalized their plans, I called this emergency meeting because I saw the Enchantress and the Executioner in the city. It can only mean one thing. A new attack upon us will come at any minute. So be it. They shall find the Avengers resolute as ever, mighty as ever. Watch out. Where are you swinging that hammer, Golden Boy? There's a lady present. By the way, where is Rick Jones? But before anyone can answer, Cat, listen. The roar of a giant engine coming closer. What can it be? Rushing outside, ready for anything, the Avengers see it's Rick being pulled skyward. Stay back. I shall go after him. Rick, going so fast my jets can't catch you. Something's pulling me up in the air. Can't stop. Look, there's a plane above Rick. It's heading right towards it. That's the answer. Some sort of invisible rays pulling Rick to the ship at a fantastic speed. Avengers dispersed. They've dropped a mine down upon us. It's a concussion type, Thor. It's ready to be detonated. I've hurled the wasp away. At least she shall be unaffected by the impact. Boom! Momentarily stunned by the awesome blast, the two heroic figures plummet earthward until a pair of gigantic hands reach up and gone. Rick is gone. They were too late to save him. Cap, quick. There's still a slim chance. Give me your shield. Here it is, Avenger. I think I know what you're planning to do. Only you can pull it off. Indeed, only a man of gigantic height could hurl the spinning shield far enough, fast enough, high enough to reach the speeding aircraft. I've got to stop the ship. I mustn't miss. But though the master of many sizes sends his projectile unerringly to its target, an electronic force field around the craft makes the Avengers' effort all in vain. And inside the speeding ship, Zemo will reward us handsomely for capturing the boy. That knowledge will do you no good. Nothing can save you, Zemo. So he's behind this. Tie him securely. It's almost time for phase 2 of Zemo's master plan to destroy the Avengers. Our attractor beam has served us well. It served better than they suspect. I was able to sneak aboard also while they drew Rick into the ship. Meanwhile, down below, Easy Cap will go after them. I'll requisition one of Tony Stark's hunter planes. They've got Rick if anything happens to that boy. We'll get them, Avenger. They're the only ones that you should be worried about. Remember, we've never failed yet. How quickly can we get that plane, Iron Man? He's regained control of himself. Good. Now to use my built-in telespeaker. I'll rotate my arc beam light until I expose the concealed dial. The hunter plane will be here within minutes, Cap. Iron Man calling. Urgent. By authorization of Anthony Stark, I hereby order the immediate dispatch of XL-750 rocket plane. But as the Avengers prepare for emergency pursuit and battle, our scene changes once again. In a virtually escape-proof cell, we find two of Zemo's former masters of evil, the mysterious Melter and the Black Knight, bemoaning their captivity. Stop that infernal pacing, it's getting on my nerves. Your nerves are of no concern to the Melter. If only those bars weren't chemically treated to resist my melting power. We were allowed to keep our armored costumes in case a scientific delegation from Washington is on the way to study us, and we have no way to stop them. Don't touch that wall. It will release a special gas if we try to shatter it. The authorities are taking no chances with us. But then suddenly, look at that glow, getting larger and larger. It is another trap to hold us here. No, it's just the opposite. Everything about it shrieks of sorcery. The wall is fading away right before our eyes. I knew it. Zemo sent the executioner and the enchantress to set us free. We have your weapons and your winged horse. Hurry before the guards come after you. Once we are free again, it will take more than mere guards to capture us once more. We have orders for you from Zemo. Listen carefully. We have captured and hidden Rick Jones. The Avengers will be after us within seconds. You must intercept their plane and destroy it. All this is part of Zemo's master plan. Say no more. I understand fully, and my lance hungers for battle. They won't escape me. I'll remain below with my melting beam ready for use when they least expected it. They have outwitted us in the past, but this time nothing can save them. Now go, destroy their ship. I've waited too long for this moment, and now, with the element of surprise on my side, I cannot fail. There it is, the Avengers rocket hunter plane, a fitting target for my invincible lance. Iron Man, look ahead, the Black Knight. Where'd he come from? No time for that now. He's attacking us. I've got to strike so they can prepare a defense. I have the perfect weapon against an enemy plane. I'll just now. There. The moment my lance's handguard flies into the air, the increased atmospheric pressure will cause it to expand, spinning around in a perfect circle at such great speed that its edges become sharper than the keenest sword blades. And now the The suction it causes is making the plane spin also. Within seconds, the helpless ship will be cut to ribbons by the whirling circle of razor-sharp steel. But the Black Knight has reckoned without mighty Thor, who comes hurtling out of the captive ship like a living thunderbolt. In the name of the Avengers, I strike. Cling! Just in time, we'd have hit that spinning blade in one more second. Thor, turn and face your doom. Even your hammer will not be enough to save you from my vast array of weapons. You think not, mortal? Then behold. My whirling mallet can lift me above your dead bolas, and now the offensive is mine. Faster, my trusty steed. We must lure the thunder god away while the melter strikes from below with his awesome power. And in the still spinning ship, there, she's under my control again. I'll have her under way in seconds. Look out, there's danger below. Who said that? I did. I was spying on them. The melter is about to... Oh, too late. A melting beam missed us by inches. Keep the ship airborne, Avengers. I'll jet out through the hole he cut with his beam and tackle him. There he is, atop that skyscraper, mast below. If I can just avoid his deadly beam long enough. Made it. Okay, Melter. Wave the white flag or my transistor force ray will hurl you from here to kingdom come. I dare not surrender. I've got to strike again somehow. Zzz. Supported by his delicately balanced cloak, the mysterious melter almost seems to be flying as he dodges almost amongst the building ledges, trying to lure Iron Man to one certain spot. He's fast, but I'll get him sooner or later. I've got to make him reach the edge of the roof. I did it. Now all I need to do is melt the supports on which that water tower stands. The water tower. So that's what you're after, eh? I'm surprised at you, fella. These power transistors of mine aren't here for show. Fool. That's what I wanted you to do. While you concentrated on the water tank, I had chance to use my ray to weld your boots to the roof itself. You're right. I'm stuck here. And now that I have you where I want you, and you're helpless to dodge me, I'll turn my melting ray to full intensity and finish you off forever. Meanwhile, a strangely irresistible force field from below holds Tony Stark's XL-750 Hunter rocket plane motionless in the sky above as it shakes in a desperate though futile effort to free itself. It's no use, big fella. The ship won't respond. Something's affecting it from below, Cap. Stay at the controls while I leap to the ground. Leap to the ground? Now? Just watch me. Hank, don't. You'll be killed, Hank. Stay back, Wasp. I know what I'm doing. I've got to grow to the largest size while I'm falling. There. By timing it just right, it's nothing for a 100-footer to land astride two rooftops like this. Then scanning the crowd in the street below, through his many times normal-sized eyes, the towering titan soon picks out. I thought so, the enchantress and the executioner, just as Cap said. She must have been holding our plane in one of her mystic spells. Uh-oh, they see me. Hold it, you two. The Avengers want you. This is one time when a little wasp can be more effective than an enormous giant. Just so long as they don't see me. Spill this can of grease beneath them. By the 7 rings of Saturn, who is responsible for this? Now to use my wasp's sting against the enchantress before she sees. Oh, too late. The wasp, a simple spell will be enough for so tiny a foe. Ah, if only all my conquests could be made so easily. I can't fly any longer. She's paralyzed my wings. But suddenly a raging, ear-shattering, thunderous cry rings out. Drop her in the name of the Avengers. It's the giant one. Leave the wasp, we have other tasks to complete. Agreed. But she knows the boy is on the way to Zemo. We must be careful. Meanwhile, the mighty rocket plane, now freed from the spell of the Enchantress, zooms skyward again. Only Zemo could be behind this new attack. Rick Jones means nothing to him. He's only bait for the trap, which Zemo must have waiting for me. And he won't be disappointed. I'm going after him alone. This time our fight will be to the finish. Flying at many times the speed, the XL 750 reaches the Amazon jungle within minutes. Zemo will show himself sooner or later. Zemo, he's here. I have him on our radar. Then what are you waiting for? You fool, you know my orders. Bring him down. Bring him down. He must not escape me again. Instantly, a mighty barrage of hidden rapid-fire anti-aircraft guns breaks the ominous jungle stillness. By the lightning-fast hunter plane is far from helpless. I found him. First, I'll silence his guns with my own rocket attack. Just then, before Cap can cease firing, a large glass cage is raised from a hidden underground pit directly into the line of fire. Rick, it's Rick. This was Zemo's trap. He wanted me to be the one to cause Rick's death, and heaven help me, it almost happened. The rocket fire broke open my cage. Meanwhile, back in the city, the fateful battle still rages unchecked. My only chance is to stay near the rooftops where Thor dares not to lose the full fury of his hammer. Ha! My flying steed can vault over an obstacle, but you can't check your flight so easily, Thunder God. He's right, I'm about to crash into that building. But by turning in midair, I can strike with my feet, thus bouncing off around the wall and continuing on my way. While on the ground, the insidious melter awaits his chance. Now, what? I should have known. The one thing my melting beam cannot affect is Thor's hammer. I was hoping to find you again, Buster. Back, you iron clod. You cannot defy me. Your armor is not enchanted as Thor's hammer is. Maybe not, but your melting beam is useless unless it hits its target. And my jets make me fast too. Faster than you, Sonny. He's right. I've got to join the others. I need their power to hold him off while I can take care of him with my invincible beam. When will you costumed clowns learn that the good guys always win? But luck seems to be with the bad just then. Melter, quickly, onto the car. We'll help you escape. Just in time, Iron Man almost had me tracked. Almost. I saw the whole thing. You were finished. And so are you, Executioner. All of you. Giant Man. It's the end of the line for Zemo's Masters of Evil. Phoom. I've got to keep them on the run, so she's no time for a new spell. He flattened that car with one strike. No matter, I'm still his master. All I need is a weapon. I'll finish him. My lance is a weapon enough. Not when I can use this flattened car as a shield. Speaking of shields, what happened to Captain America? Quickly regroup, stand together for maximum power. Even without a weapon, my strength can defeat any Avenger, except mighty Thor Braggart. It looks like the showdown at last. Hear me, you have vowed never to harm a mortal, but think of the scores of humans who will be injured if an all-out battle between our forces should take place here in the city, in the streets of the city. Good, you're confusing him. He's right. We're almost equally matched. The damage could be unimaginable. They care nothing for human safety. Do not relax your vigilance. They seek to catch us off guard. Avengers, assemble! Bah! If stealth cannot defeat you, I'll turn again to brute force. But as the mighty rallying cry is sounded, one Avenger is content away, unable to hear. Rick, Rick boy, are you all right? Sure, Cap, but I wouldn't want a steady diet of this kind of jazz. I think you'll be safe now, lad. You were just a means to an end. I'm the one Zemo wants to destroy. But Cap, you're all alone, and Zemo has weapons, men, everything in his favour. Not everything, Rick. There's one weapon we're armed with that he can never possess. A thing called justice. He landed. There's no escape for him now. I've got him. Death to Captain America. Stand back, Rick. This is the moment I've waited years for. No, Zemo. It won't be as easy as you think, and your men won't help you. This is our final showdown. It has to be just you and me. You're a fool to the end. How can your shield help you now? Ha! In your you missed me. I wasn't aiming for you. I knew your disintegrator pistol could destroy my shield. I was aiming for a more vital target. And I hit it. I hit that one certain rock. I knew it. He's gone mad. No, you murderer, not mad. Just skillful enough to hit that one rock which could cause the others to fall in such a way to cut you off from your warriors. A waste of time, that cheap vaudeville trick cannot save you now. Cap, watch out! He's still holding his disintegrator. Not merely holding it. I am about to use it, and thus dies Captain America. But then, before Zemo's finger can squeeze the trigger, Cap tilts his glittering shield so that the sun rays catch it at just the right angle, blinding his foe. My eyes, I cannot see. But I can, Zemo, and now. Confused, bewildered, filled with fear, the hooded menace fires blindly as Captain America comes closer and closer. Zzz, stay back, back. But in his unthinking panic, Zemo's blasts hit a supporting rock above him, causing another fatal rock slide. Ah! Cap, look out! Don't worry, Rick, my shield will save me. But nothing can save the master of villainy. You can rest easier now, Bucky, wherever you may be. Your death has been avenged. No man can perpetrate evil without paying the price. If destiny could speak, it would say, by my hand shall always die a villain. But those Zemo shall menace mankind no more. The most spectacular battle of all time awaits, the Avengers in New York, and that outcome of that battle shall bring a change in the lineup of the Avengers, as you will see and marvel at next issue. Well, guys, I hope you liked and enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel, and we'll see you on issue number 16. Until next